Hi, welcome to the profile where we tell stories to inspire, motivate, and empower through voices. Find these conversations on YouTube at New Singer Christine. All you need to do is subscribe to the channel. With me today is Audrey. You're most welcome to the profile, Audrey.
Thank you. My name is Audrey Kugonza Waiswa. I'm a teacher in Marymount Kindergarten and Junior.
Okay, so there is Kugonza and then Waiswa. Those are already two tribes. How come you're Audrey, you're Kugonza and then you're Waiswa?
I understand. The Western culture, that is the Banyoro, and Kuwaiswa, the Basoga. Though I'm that girl coming from the princess, the kings, the queens clan.
Arroyo.
Yes, Ambeja, Balangira, but I'm a Mumbeja because Nedira Mpologoma, and very proud to be from that clan.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so how do you get into the teaching field?
How do I get into the teaching field? Basically, it's not something that I did professionally, but it's something that I embraced with love because I love little ones, and I love spending time with them. So it is something that I did after sitting down, thinking about it, and it is something I embraced with a lot of love. Yes.
Okay, so where do you go for your primary school?
I went to Namrembe Parents. Namrembe Parents, it's located in Nankulabi. I think very many people know it already. Yes, that's where I studied from my primary. I went there for 10 years. That was 3 years in the nursery section, and I still joined P1 up to P7.
Girl, all that in one school.
Yeah, probably
I
some
respect.
good school. Some good school.
Okay, so how was it like as a girl, as a kid? Was it always your dream to be a teacher?
Not really. I actually didn't want to be a teacher. But you know how life moves on and how things happen here and there. Life tosses you at different levels. So you end up doing something that you're not ready to do, something you don't. I'm not a teacher, I'm a journalist. I've been doing journalism for the past 2 years, and currently waiting for my graduation in May. Then with the teaching stuff, it came as a by the way. It's not something that I wanted from day one. Though still, I also never wanted to be a journalist. I always wanted to embrace law. Yeah, I wanted to be a lawyer. But still, just like I said, life is a bit hectic. You don't know where it tosses you to. Yes.
So then how do you end up into is it an opportunity that just comes for teaching?
It came at a time when I was really searching, longing to have one. You know, when we are at this age, we always want to be responsible, attached to some responsibilities. So it came at a time when I was really longing to have one. So I embraced it. It came from a friend. It was a great opportunity that I don't regret having now. Yes, because through it, have managed to look into the responsibilities I wanted to fulfill, help out my parents, help out my siblings. So it is something I don't regret having at all.
Okay, so how was life growing up as a
As a girl.
yeah.
So I'm the firstborn.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm the firstborn. And being a firstborn in a family is something that is not also something simple. It is something that is huge, but still you have to embrace it and thank God for whatever that they have made you, because no matter what you do, you can't change what God has made you. Yes. So I'm my mother's firstborn, and I'm grateful.
What challenges do you find maybe in high school?
I joined Legacy Secondary School for my HSC, that was Senior 6 and Senior 5. But I must say, I didn't find a lot of difficulties in school. Yes, though we do come from a humble background, we don't have a lot, but I know my parents have strived from day one just to put up something for me, just to make sure that we are having a good life, a life that is not full of regrets, a life that is not full of having entices with what we have. We do have what we want, our heart desires, but they have just made sure that as we bringing hearts for what we don't have, then you get. Yeah. So I didn't face a lot of challenges, though there was at times when you feel like You're tired of school. You want to be alone, like any
About
other
the
teenager.
relationships.
Relationships? Basically, I wasn't someone so into much of coupling, though I wasn't someone who was into coupling like all the time. Yes.
So what is your word or what is your advice to the young girls out there who are so into relationships in high school? Do you think it is good to have a relationship when you're in high school?
It is two-way. It is two-way. At times it is very good because people we end up having at the point we are going to get married at the end of it all. Yes. So it is at sometimes good when you get that person who is good, and at sometimes very disappointing and hurting when you end up with someone who is not having the same intentions. You know, they say love is something that is backed up.
How was campus?
Campus. All my life, I always worked hard to be at campus because all my life in school, what enabled me to keep myself like a little engaged and focused to what I wanted in high school all my life was being a leader. I took up leadership in school. I was the speaker of my school in HSCS. So being a leader is something that is very big. Being a leader is something that carries you with a lot. So you have to maintain the levels at which you do everything. Meaning, if it is discipline, you have to keep it at a higher level. If it is being quiet and reserved, you have to be quiet and reserved. So that kept me moving. It kept me focused. It kept me to look up to what I want to be in the future. Yes. So when I came to campus, I didn't do a lot actually. I didn't do a lot because my papers spoke for themselves. Yes.
So you are always trying to keep your image as a leader, and it helped you with a boyfriend.
It is really hurting. I don't know, but according to me, the fact that I'm coming from a humble background, have seen what my parents have been through, have seen what it means. So at the end of the day, if we decide to move in with a boyfriend, and I'm not this person who believes in having boyfriends, men around me, I believe that I'm an independent woman. Yes, an independent woman who believes in building themselves. I believe in building myself, and I believe that there is no man, and not even a boyfriend, not even a what, that can take you in before you're having your own life. Every woman who is successful, they have strived to reach where they are. That's where men pick them from and take them to where they want them to be. So you're supposed to be powerful first. You're supposed to be independent first. You're supposed to take in the courage first. You're supposed to have your own life, have your own life before you move in to someone's life. Advise the little ones to please look on and try to strive hard, make something for yourself before you engage into someone's life. Because the moment you engage into someone's life with nothing, you end up being a beggar, and it's the last thing I would hope to.
Okay.
It's the last thing I would hope to.
So on that, if you are given a chance as a vice or as a chancellor of a university, what is the first thing you would change
The first thing I would change,
about universities or the life of students?
I would basically look at the girl child. I would women or the girl child is empowered. You know, there are societies where girls are underlooked. They are not looked at as something that is big, something that is good, something that telling them what to do. You're supposed, it's not something that is easy. And others end up getting annoyed, others end up getting issues with you, but it's okay as long as you're doing what you're supposed to do. Yeah.
So being a teacher right now, if an opportunity came and, to pursue your other dream, would you drop the thing?
So if there was an opportunity of me doing what I'm supposed to do, like my profession, like something I really wanted to do, I would drop, not in bad faith, but I really would.
I understand. So as now speaking on the aspect of a journalist,
Even in my O level, I carried
so
literature.
you are the Lugezi guys they used to talk about.
Not Lugezi as you said, but
I was one, and they would tell us that we are like class apart and all of that. Yeah.
by the way, being a literature student is always misconcepted with what is a king thing, but it's not something that is really something you're supposed to go for. Yes, being a literature student is good. It teaches you a lot because one, you're principled. One, you always, everything that you're always doing it on time. Everything that you're doing is always manageable, always moving in line with what you want. So being a literature student is not something that people should say Lugezigeza is.
It's just like something. It's like being a lawyer at campus. It's the same as being a literature student.
But being a journalist is also not easy at campus. It is also very hard. People look at you, a lawyer and a journalist are nothing but the same. They look at you in a different way. They see you in a different world. They don't compare you to other courses. Yeah, they don't.
Journalist is also a voice, so yeah, it explains it.
Yes, it really does. So the reason as why I chose to do journalism was because it was a bit in line with what I wanted, being a lawyer. Yes, and more that it carries communication. I love being a voice, just like I chose Marymount because people to the speechless, those who cannot come out and speak, not in that hooliganic way, but just.
An outspoken person.
Yeah, I'm just an outspoken person.
Okay, now this brings me to a point whereby maybe your superior is doing something wrong, and it is only you that someone else, they are breaking the law, and you're the only person that knows about it. Would you give them in?
But it comes again with lines. Because if that was the case and the issue, a lot of people would be having issues in Uganda here. Sorry to say, I don't mean to attack anyone, but of course, the lines we are moving in here in our very own country, yes. So, to me, that takes courage. I would still do it.
Okay.
I would still do it. Yes, I would still do it. As long as it is for the righteous. Yes, as long as it is for the righteous, nothing can stop me. I really love going for what is right. People wouldn't be corrupt, but the terms at which things are being done, it ends up that way. You get? We don't have jobs. Unemployment is a lot. So if anyone has gotten a chance to access to money, they take the chance.
I do.
Yeah, they always grab the chance, no matter what. Access, they grab it. Yes. There is that hunger they have put in people, like Enjala ya Sente. Anyone at any point, as long as they have seen money, they are grabbing it like they have taken 10 years minus 18, like they have taken 1,000 years minus 18. It's one reason that is failing to end corruption.
If today God gave you an opportunity to be anyone in the world, who would you be?
Anyone in the world? Okay.
Yeah.
As I was growing up, I always used to tell my mom, I'm going to be the first lady president of Uganda, and she could call me first lady president all the time.
Okay.
Yes, but I think what I am already is enough. I'm something, by the way.
Okay.
I'm something, by the way, I know. But being a Ugandan is not something that is easy.
I know.
It's not something that is easy.
Yeah.
So, but still, if I'm given a chance to choose what I would love to be, for the righteous, yes.
Okay, fight hard for the righteous. I like it. Do you plan on, being a leader outside school? Because you've always been a leader, and then,
Okay, planning to be a leader.
or let's say, like, do you have that dream of being a leader?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I do have that dream, but must I say for the very in our very own country, it's not something that you can easily go for. Though I also have people who inspire me. I love to talk about my boss Peter Moesi. He's not someone who sees me as a casual woman, and he believes in me. He's someone that has first inspired me to doing that. Omchala, Owaman.
Oh, wow.
I love that. Yes. So it is something that is keeping me going. So, hustling within mind.
Okay, that's good. What is that one thing that in life that you're most proud of that you have done?
one proud thing I've done.
And you really feel like this something, yeah, I'm proud of it.
I'm proud of it. In my life, about the road. I want to thank the BBS team for enabling me do what I did currently. Because as I came for that story, I used to talk about it a lot in the newsroom. Yes, they gave me their very own ears. They gave me their time. I feel proud that at least I'm not yet there, but have done something for my home, like my home village. Yes, because we had issues with that bridge, the Senge bridge that connects Kawanda, Kayunga, Wakiso Road together. It had a problem, and children ended up dying from the bridge because there are children who come from Sedi. So the bridge had become a great problem. And I remember by the time I talked about it, I managed to meet the speaker of our municipality. I managed to meet they came, they saw the bridge, they saw what was happening. Yes.
Wow, that's so good. So as a person trying to create change, you're creating an impact on society. It is always good to start with your own people. Start from home, just like Audrey is doing. I mean, why not start from home? Why go speak for other people when you're leaving, or why go set of fire from someone else's end, then spray the same love, the same change to the rest of the society. Have the opportunity to practice journalism. What would you opt for?
Currently, I would love to strengthen my journalism. I would love to.
What is your advice to someone who has a dream, like they feel it is too big to be achieved, and they have just decided to? For me, one time when I was younger, I used to think some things are too big. I would want them, but just be like, I can't do that. I just give up on it. What advice would you give to someone who is just there, seated, and they have given up on life, they have given up on their dreams?
First and foremost, I feel very disappointed if they really have given up and they are just sitting on their dreams. It's not something that is easy. It's only courageous people to do what they are supposed to do at the moment. Yes, they have like what it takes to have it. But Ingo, it all comes with time. It all comes with keep pushing. Don't sit back and watch your dream like float. Allow it sink and go deep. Allow it like widen. Give it chance to grow. Watch. You see someone like I always as I grew up, I always wanted to be someone who speaks to people's souls.
Okay.
Yes. I always admired that one lady. She's a journalist. She's called Mildred Tuhaisi. She used to work with NBS. Yeah, I used to love her a lot. Not because she's a Westerner or a Munyoro, but I used to love her voice because it is having that thing. I don't know, the voice, is it too big or
It's
is it
commanding, it is authoritative.
Yes, I love the
Actually,
voice.
I love her.
I used to love the voice a lot, and I was like, one time when I grow up, I want to be that person who speaks to souls of people, and I opted for something like being behind the camera, not into the camera. I wanted to be that one person when everyone ought to see you, wanting to know who you are. That particular girl who speaks on radio, that particular girl who's always on radio, the voice I hear in the background, it's something I always wanted to be. And I want to thank God that since I had that dream in me, it didn't sleep. I started from school. I made sure I'm a leader. Yes. Very tiny and small like this, but I wasn't that joking leader.
So you're always a go-getter.
Yes, you want something, go get it.
Okay.
You want something, go for it. Because I remember one time when I was in my primary, we used to do swimming. I used to go to Jacaranda and Rina. So I used to take my 15 minutes. I always made sure that every time I go for swimming, I take 15 minutes before the lessons begin. In the swimming galas. And representative do backstroke, and I would always put up my hand, and my coach is like, no. But I challenged him. I challenged him when I won the swimming gala. Push hard. Like I said, I want to be someone who speaks to the souls. I know one time I'm going to be there. No matter what it takes, in any way, I'll be there. So don't sit on your dreams. Go you feel you want. Don't sit on the dreams. Yes.
Don't sit on the dreams. If there is something that you want to get, then just go for it and always give life a chance to make you what you want to be. Thank you so much for watching the profile, and we have been sponsored by Nchima Forest Gardens that is located in Nasanokcho, Wamala, and we have worked with Asad Media on the camera. Thank you so much for always bringing the story, sharing the stories, and I believe that together, when you tell your story, I tell my story, they tell their story, we can make a better world of better people who are voices to each other and who are compassionate towards each other. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel at New Single Christian.